What's up, YouTube? It's Sunday. I got my containers out. It's meal prep time. This week, we're going to make delicious, high protein meals for fat loss, but you can adjust the quantities of all these ingredients to suit your specific calorie needs, whether you're cutting or you're bulking. These meals are delicious and they're all high protein. On the menu, what we have is some roasted red pepper egg bites for breakfast. We're going to do strawberry cheesecake parfaits for a snack. And for my lunch, I'm doing a chicken fried rice with broccoli on the side. That's what's on the menu. It's actually a long weekend here in Canada, but we're still meal prepping because we got goals and we just love being prepared for the week ahead. There is really no better feeling. So it is 12:30 now. Let's get into this meal prep and prep these meals. The first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 350 for our egg bites. I'm going to do roasted red pepper, and I'm going to use some red onion. Yellow onion would probably work better, but this is all I have. And then we're going to slice up some red peppers. Oops. Oh no. Shit. Okay, BRB. Okay, where was I? I'd like to say that never happens, but that happens all the time. So I'm going to take some red peppers, some red onion, and I'm also going to add some light feta cheese, because that's just going to give it a nice cheesy texture. And the light feta cheese, when you're in a fat loss phase, it has an amazing macros. For 30 grams, it's only 60 calories with 7 grams of protein. So I love using this in my recipes, especially when I'm in a fat loss phase. For the egg bites, the key is that if you're adding vegetables to them, you always want to saute the veggies. I like to make mine like really cooked. If you just add in raw veggies to the egg mixture and then bake that, the flavor is just not there. So we're gonna saute those peppers and those onions until they're nice and almost caramelized, and then we're gonna add them to our egg mixture. I always like to saute my veggies with this Bragg's liquid soy seasoning. It's basically like a low sodium soy sauce. It just adds flavor and it makes sauteing them easier when we're using minimal oil. It is kind of salty, just like regular soy sauce, so you're not going to want to add more salt to the pan. Cover and just let that cook for a few minutes. For the egg mixture, I always do a mixture of egg whites and whole eggs. I like using the whole egg because it has a lot of nutrients in it, the egg yolk, but I also add egg whites just to beef up the volume while also just adding more protein. So I'm going to do 250 grams of egg whites. Actually, we're going to do 225. And then I'm going to crack 4 whole eggs in here. Also, if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, when I was pregnant with my son, I learned that one of the major nutrients we need in pregnancy is called choline. And a lot of prenatal supplements are actually not having this nutrient in high enough amounts. So eggs are a massive source of choline. You can actually get over 50% of your daily needs from 2 eggs. So I always included those in my pregnancy and breastfeeding diet. And mix those up like this. Now for my light feta, I'm going to add in about 50 grams here. While I'm waiting for those veggies to cook, I'm going to make the rice for my chicken fried rice. And I'm just using Uncle Ben's jasmine rice because it's just what I have in my pantry right now. So that's going to do. I know they say that day-old rice is the best for chicken fried rice, but I don't have day-old rice, so that's okay. I'm going to add my sauteed veggies to the egg and feta cheese mixture like this. And we're going to mix that up. Our egg bites are ready for the oven. We're going to bake them at 350 for 18 minutes. Now we're going to move on to the chicken fried rice, which is going to be my lunch. And I'm going to cook up some chicken. I'm actually going to freeze 2 of these pieces because I only need 2 pieces for my 3 meals. I've got some frozen peas and carrots, some green onions, an egg. I'm going to chop up some onion as well. And the oil that I'm going to use is pure sesame oil. I'm also going to use this liquid soy seasoning, some pepper, and some ginger as well. First step is I'm going to fry up the chicken in a pan with the sesame oil. So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of sesame oil to a pan over medium heat. Breasts.
While my chicken was cooking up, I chopped up some red onion. Yellow or white is probably better for this recipe, but just work with what you have.
Wow, they look perfect. Beautiful. I'm going to set those to the side.
Next step for our chicken fried rice is to mince up some garlic. I then went over to the stove and removed my cooked chicken from the pan, and in the same pan sauteed some frozen peas and carrots. I'm using 1.5 cups total, so half a cup per serving. I added in my garlic and let that cook together nicely. The final step after you mix that together is to crack in 1 to 2 eggs into the pan and scramble them up until they're fully cooked. Once the egg is fully cooked, it's time to move on to chopping up our chicken. I like to chop mine up pretty finely so it's small pieces throughout the entire chicken fried rice dish. I'm going to do half a cup per serving. I'm making 3 servings, so we're going to do 1.5 cups in total. The final recipe of our meal prep is our strawberry cheesecake parfaits. The measurements that I'm going to share are per serving, so use these measurements to make 1 parfait. For the crunch of our parfait, we're gonna take 1 graham cracker and crumble it into the base of the container. Next, we're gonna add a layer of the yogurt mixture. And then for my next layer of crunch, I'm going to use 15 grams of all brand buds. I really am trying to increase my fiber intake, and I find that these buds are so helpful in having me achieve my goal. Top with another layer of the yogurt mixture, and the final step is going to be to top with some strawberries. I'm gonna use frozen strawberries as that's all I have, but in my opinion, fresh cut works the best. And there are delicious strawberry parfaits ready to go. And here is our delicious meal prep, all done and ready to go in the fridge. I am so excited to eat this stuff this week. It looks delicious. We are done. We have our meals prepped for the next 3 days, high protein meals. Let's do a little recap. We did the roasted red pepper and feta egg bites, the chicken fried rice with broccoli. This meal is so high volume, it looks amazing. And we also have our strawberry cheesecake parfaits in these cute little containers. So excited about that. And now I have to do an insane amount of dishes and find room in the fridge for all this food. So I hope you liked this video. Until the next meal prep, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye!